Peter and Simon designed a series of house from number 1 to 10, and today I'm going to show you guys about one of his most famous house, which is house number 6. This house is built in 1975 and this design is for Mr. and Mrs. Friend. As you can see, he already abandoned the modernist view of the function as an important aspect when designing the house. House 6 is not a product of a design development but rather caught of a process. The design manipulates rectangular place, cubic voice and linear element which is transformed when made complex by unwritten rules. And Simon tried to challenge conventional idea about what house should be look like. So the house 6 was a study between the actual structure and the architecture theory. This house design is an unconventional way, so the user of this house would have to grow accustomed to his architecture. His ideas start with the grids and basic shape which build the plane. To prove that his architecture concept is real work, so he developed the house 6 with basic design principle along with his concept of form does not follow function. Some of the beam and column do not contribute to structural support but to enhance the cohesion of the design. The upside down staircase painted in red color is to draw attention but is non-functional at all, while another staircase painted is in green color is functional but without the handrail. The only bathroom in this house is isolated, is accessible from the bedroom only. It is extremely inconvenient for the user. Another thing is one of the columns in the kitchen is not even touching the ground. It's intentionally done to attract the human circulation in the house instead of intersecting. That's all for house 6. See the next building.
This is another famous project by Peter Simon. It's called the House 2. This House 2 is located at Hock Wei, Vermont, and House 2 is actually situated on the 100 arc of hilltop with broad panoramic view extending for 20 miles in 3 directions. The design attempt to simulate the presence of trees which are non-existent on the barren hilltop through the use of a sequence of column and walls. The column and walls frame at the view at the same time as they provide a transition from the extroverted life of summer to the introverted security of winter fireplace. Each of the two support systems, one is the column and another one is the wall, is more sufficient to meet the structural requirement of the house, which forces a new reading. Either each system is supporting the house in part or the two systems are completely supporting the house independently, or one system is only a sign of support. In this, redundancy and architectural sign is created. Each system function is to signify on its own lack of function. It scales specifically by employing convention of architectural model in the actual object. And the house is actually look like the construction of the model, built by plywood first, veneer and paint. It lacked traditional detail associated with conventional houses. Built without the external scale specific reference, house to become an ambiguous object, which could be a building or a model. This is the analytic diagram, and this is his final diagram of his project. So this is the first floor plan of the house 2 and the second floor plan of the house 2.
So we're gonna talk about another building from Peter and Simon, which is a famous one, Koizumi Lighting Theatre. So the Koizumi Lighting Theatre consists of 8-story building, and also the first 5 floors will be their exhibition and 3 floors above is their office. So this building basically is just an office block, but Simon used the structure as contact and attack it with series of small cubes and rotating it in a various direction in space. So it features of the clash of geometrical trees are the evidence both inside and outside of the building, as you can see from the floor plans. Therefore, the dynamic appearance of the fractal surface is possible to perceive the geometrical order when you walk around the building. As you can see, it's just a very clear and rational grid as the basic, which is the elements, and Simon uses the elements of grid A series of L's that emboss around the interior leave a mark to the scar of a wound. So this one basically he used a pastel color as pink and green to make the L more three-dimensional. So this is one of the famous projects that he's have done, and basically it has received an award from American Institute of Architects AIA in 1991. Alright, thank you.